Hey guys, welcome to the last Inktober prompt 31 slice. It's the last one. I'm free. So I think I mentioned why I went with slice in a previous video, but just in case you're watching this video first or you're watching out of order, you renegade, I'll explain one last time. To generate ideas quickly, I brainstormed using the prompts as word association. I would write down whatever came to mind and then just go from there. One of the prompts was chop, and I had considered illustrating it as an action like chopping wood or something like that, but after I saw slice, I decided against it, since they're both kind of similar. They're both actions, almost similar actions even. But then when I was considering what to do for stretch, I considered illustrating the cheesy pizza stretch thing, but decided to save pizza for slice since I did the action of chopping for chop. Hopefully that makes sense. So if you have been watching, then you might recognize this character and the pizza place from Week, which was prompt 15. I drew someone in workout clothes walking past a pizza shop and having a weak moment and looking at the pizza longingly. After I decided to do pizza again for this prompt, I got the idea to bring her back and continue her story a bit. In Week, I kind of flubbed the composition, and she kind of looks like she might be looking longingly at the person tossing the dough in the shop when she was supposed to be looking at the pizza. At the end, it left me questioning if she was weak for the guy or the pizza. I guess this answers that question though. Also, the person tossing the dough is actually the guy from prompt 8, which is Star, where I thought he would try to save up money for his telescope, and then he got a job here at the pizza shop, where he learned he also really enjoyed and was good at making pizza. So it's kind of like a double crossover. I thought of adding him in the background of this one as well, or having him eat with her, but he got his own prompt, so I thought she would sit and enjoy her slice on her own. Give her some alone time with her first love. She was also facing away from the viewer in the Week prompt, so I thought it would be nice to show her face this time. I tried to make sure to focus on her outfit, hairstyle, and accessories like her bag and her watch to make sure that she looked like the same character, since in the first prompt she wasn't showing her face. So hopefully that carries over. In order to really bring back the pizza shop, I tried to replicate the brickwork. I actually drew a little bit of a bar like the one she's sitting at in the original Week prompt, but I ended up having to cover it with the girl and other details, so I thought I would work it back into this prompt. I guess it wasn't really hard, but I wanted to have her hand in a different position, and it took me a while to realize that it just wasn't going to work, at least without completely redoing her pose. Even if this is the last prompt, I still don't have a lot of time to be redrawing the whole picture just for her hand. I'm actually really happy with how her lips puckered up with the cheese stretch came out though. Thinking about it now, I actually did a crossover throwback with the bakery and drooling and guarded as well, and I really liked making the stories connect or, share locations. Part of the reason guarded worked was because of what I established about the bakery and drooling. It wasn't planned even after I brainstormed all the prompts, and even then a few of them changed at the last minute. It ended up being something that just worked out. I wish I could take credit like I planned it out, but alas, it was just a happy accident. One of my Copic liners actually died for this prompt. On prompt 31, the last prompt, my 0.1 liner just tagged out. There were a lot of casualties actually concerning my inking supplies this Inktober. I guess I went a little heavy with the ink blocks as well, though I didn't use the 01 for blocking. My first few prompts, I think I used the 01 for the majority of the lines, but after a while I found the 03, which is a little bigger, easier to handle. I guess it's just as well, cause I would have killed it a lot sooner if I had kept using it. A few of my Copics need refills now, and I'll probably have to wait for a while till I can afford them, and also a new 0.1 liner. I have Micron Sakura fine liners, but the tips on it split a lot easier, and I don't remember if this was an issue a few years ago, but when I go over the microns with Copic markers, it smudges and pulls the ink out of line. And that's kind of the main reason I went with the Copic liners in this particular art challenge. I had to use the Michaels brand Artist Loft markers after 2 of my Copics died, and I only used them for the last 3 or so prompts, and one of them is already drying out, and I think 2 have like splayed nibs. It's like coloring with a cotton ball. It's very fuzzy. Like the nibs are just not very durable. They also have a pretty strong smell, almost like Prismacolor markers do. So even though I'm spoiled with the Copic brush like nib, I didn't find that the Artist Loft nib was horrible. I got used to it pretty quickly. It's not bad. Obviously you can't get the same taper as you would with a Copic no matter how quickly you stroke, and then the faster you do, the lower the precision. which it wasn't too bad to get a handle on. It was just, it left a lot to be desired, especially after you've tried a Copic brush nib. I probably won't buy anymore unless it's an emergency like mid-Inktober. If I do another traditional ink challenge, hopefully I'll be better prepared. Next time I'll have better paper. I saw someone recommend B paper from Michaels again. It's a marker paper sketchbook with 50 pages for about $10. That's B like the insect. I also have to make sure that I have all the markers and their refills ready. I really should invest in refills for all my grayscale markers because I use them so much. Thanks so much for joining me during this daunting Inktober project. I made it. I did all 31 days, all 31 videos. Shout out to my husband for editing so I could get right back into drawing and recording. I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, which is unfortunate but also probably better on timing. At least it didn't happen on the earlier ones and set me back. My camera actually set me back a bit, juggling the batteries and such, making the process just a little bit longer, but I still got through it. It's done. I only had 1 or 2 prompts that I was disappointed in, and I felt that actually showed I was getting burnt out, so that's not bad considering there are 31 prompts. I'll be taking a bit of a break to rest, especially since I feel like I might be getting sick. Maybe a week or so, and then I'll try my hand at some digital time lapses and maybe try to come up with some ideas for other videos or series I could do in the future. If you have any comments or suggestions on anything like that, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!